Hi, this is on the job training. I hope everyone enjoyed the Splat test. So in the past, I made a video about how to win turf war, but in this video, I thought I would show you the little more detailed moves to win turf war. These are the strategies that the top Splatoon 2 team, GG Boys from Japan, also use. So I hope you can learn something new from this video today. So this is the match that I played with people I know. So I know we have 2 slayers, 1 painter, and 1 who can do both. And I'm one of the slayers, so we go to the front from the very beginning. Frontliners need to go to the front to set up the front line for the match. So if you are slow, the opponent will set their front line forward and you'll be at a disadvantage. A teammate is launching, so I moved a bit away and distract the opponent's attention to keep the teammate safe, but I needed to stay safe too. And I was gonna go here, but I don't want to take a risk because it is very important that you stay alive. And when the enemy uses StingRay, don't stay with the teammate because you don't want to die together. Try to move up and down because people who use StingRay tend to move it left and right rather than up and down. And here I heard the shooting sound, so I'm not making any move. And someone is climbing up the wall, then Splat. Whenever we get the chance, we need to try to leave some paint on the enemy side as much as possible. It'll make a big difference at the end. But you need to stay safe too. And here we can see our side is clearly painted. This is very important and make a big difference at the end. And here I saw my teammate was against someone in the center of the stage. We don't want anyone coming into our side, so I went down to support my teammate. Here I know I don't have to worry about him anymore because my teammate got him. But still, I didn't want to go too front at this moment. Everyone was up in the front and I wanted to make sure there was no one coming in. And here, our sort of backliner Blobber was splatted. So I'd rather stay here and make sure that no one is coming in. And here comes the umbrella. I'm glad I stayed here. When you're against an umbrella, you can easily splat him by attacking from the side or the behind. So before you start a one-on-one, make sure the ground is well painted with your aim. And now I saw Blobber coming back, so I went to the front. And we won. Here, I know only Blobber and other teammates are random people, so in the beginning of the match, I need to learn how these people move. If they are staying in the back, you might want to stay this way, and if they are going for kills, you might want to paint. So I'm going into the front. As I died rather quickly, I could have gone a little safer. I sure surprised them, and I took one at least. And the good thing here is that our custom Splattershot Junior went to forward too. That's good, because if frontliners stay in the back, we tend to lose the match. And I noticed that Blubber died, so I need to go check there. We never want anyone coming in. Well, I didn't see anyone or any trace of enemy ink, so I decided to go to the front. And I saw him. I wanted to kill him, but at the same time I need to stay safe, so I don't go too far when the condition is empty. And now all three teammates are in the front. We are outnumbering the enemy, so I decided to take my time painting a bit as I go back to the front line. I heard the ouchie, so I'm going back to check. And I noticed an enemy went to our side, so I'm going back to help my teammates. And that went to my Twitter. Again, in this match, I only know the Blubber, so I needed to learn how my teammates move in the beginning. Personally, I would rather stay safe, so I wasn't gonna go with them so soon. And then I went, but two slots just came by and died. Someone was there and I got back off a bit, but I decided to go get him since the Blubber was using the launcher, so we are at an advantage. I heard ouchies, saw my teammate died on the upper left on the map, so I went back to base. Again, I heard outie, so I was gonna go check, but I saw the slasher coming this way. It's good that I made him use his special at this timing, but someone was trying to launch to me. I wouldn't go for the slasher usually, but I wanted to save the teammate who was launching, so I needed to disrupt his attention. But I died. I don't really like when people are launching to me. It's always better to launch onto long-range weapons because short-range weapons need to be closer to the enemy to get them, so typically they are closer to the enemy, and it's not really safe. And I saw my teammates cleaning up the mess near our respawn area, so I decided to go to the front. And if you have a choice, try to paint near the opponent's respawn area. I don't know the official rules of calculation, but I personally feel it's always better to leave our ink on the enemy side. Okay, so let me introduce some important strategies for Turf War, looking at some scenes from the World Championship 2019. I know everyone who took a part in the championship is so good, but I felt GG Boys from Japan had the best strategies as a team, and that surely made them win. So this is a map showing the first move taken by Lime Soda, yellow, and GG Boys, purple. On the GG Boys side, we can already see the explosion is nicely painting the aisle. Now GG Boys doesn't have to worry about painting that aisle anymore. However, Lime Soda didn't finish painting on the left side. They don't get points for that tiny area, or they have to spend extra time going back to that side to paint that small area. GG Boys doesn't do something like that, and that makes a big difference. And this is the map at the end. In the middle of the match, Etona from GG Boys came into Lime Soda's side, but Will from Lime Soda didn't splat him or cleaned up the mess and just went to the front. If it was ranked battle modes, it's an okay move, but for turf, you have to splat an enemy that comes into your base and clean up the mess they made. This is very important if you want to win. And this is the map showing the first move by FT Win and GG Boys. You can see how uncleanly FT Win was painting their side compared to GG Boys. That's where other team cannot come in, so it should be an easy paint. And this is the map at the end. GG Boys' win is obvious, but FT Win could have painted a bit nicely on their side. Sometimes a tiny thing like that makes a big difference between winning and losing. We can say the same thing in Splat zones too. If you see how GG Boys protected the zones, it's obvious. If a tiny spot of the zones gets covered by the enemy ink, but the timer is counting down, many teams don't care too much about it and just go for kills. But GG Boys made sure to paint over even a tiny spot covered by enemy ink and keep the zones as clean as possible. This can make a difference too, because timer stops if like 2 enemy bombs were thrown into the zones. So by keeping the zones clean, the probability of them being able to hold the zones for a longer period of time will increase. And several more things you might want to know. Just as ranked or league, in Turf War it is necessary to splat our opponents. It's always nice to support each other with your teammates, because then it's easier to splat enemies. But sometimes you have to go for one-on-one fight. If you feel you might be going into such a situation, make sure that the ground around you is well painted with your ink. That way, you are more likely to be able to stay alive and maybe win. So look at this scene from the Splat zones between FT Win and GG Boys. The green, GG Boys just took the zone, but they are also at an advantage considering the floor on their side is painted really well. So if they needed to back up a bit to stay safe, they can easily do so. So paint well, especially before you make a move. Oh, and make sure you know that Inklings and Octolings are right-handed, so you're at an advantage if you position yourself like this. If you are trying to get your enemy like this, your body is revealed and your enemy has an advantage. You are more likely to get splatted. So if you are against your enemy, first make sure to position yourself accordingly. Another thing is when to make a move to splat your enemy. Of course, you know the best timing to go splat someone. This is very different depending on the weapon you use. But the timing almost everyone needs to go splat your enemy is when your teammate is using StingRay or Bomb Launcher. When that happens, your enemy needs to be careful not get caught by those specials. And if you try to get them during that time, since their attention is divided, you can easily splat them. GG Boys did this wonderfully when they did a turf war against FT Win. Dynamon, Taiji, and Yamamichi went to the north side of the stage in the beginning, made sure it's all safe for Yamamichi to use a StingRay. He starts using it to the south side of the stage where Etona was fighting against Kill, and they were able to splat Kill. So be aware of the specials that your teammates use and work with it so you can splat more enemies. Okay, so I talked a lot, but I hope you found something useful in this video. So let's choose Pearl for the last Splatfest and make her win. Thank you for watching and have fun at Turf.